Hello, boys and girls. Hello, plane shifters of the world. How are you today? I'm still setting up, but I will be done soon. I will be done very soon. Let's see. I cannot. I can. I can. Very nice. Microphone. Microphone is kind of in the right spot. Okay, webcam is on. Everything seems to be ready. Okay. I think we're good to go. I think I need more screens. Hello. Good evening, everyone. It's nearly Christmas. Well, it's not actually yet Christmas, but we're starting to enter into the Christmas spirit, or Christmas, times, and why not? It's always nice. Why is nice? We don't know, but it's nice anyway. Oh, well. Let me change the music. So we did everything we had to do. This is done. This is done. Done. Okay. Okay. Today, I want to pause a second from the abilities and skills and all of that, which is something that is super important, but at the same time, it's always nice to investigate new stuff, right? And so tonight, I want to learn a bit about the Epic online services, right? Which, somehow I always neglected, and maybe are really useless to us. I don't know, because I have zero knowledge. I really have zero knowledge, but I think we should at least understand how can these people still spam if I said wait, how can these people still spam if I said that only subscribers can chat? It's not saved for all the streams, it's saved for the... Wait. Maybe I didn't do it good enough. I mean, you have to do it by stream. So every stream you have to change that? Oh my. I mean, it's like stream specific. Why I cannot make it a global setting? Wait a second, huh? YouTube streaming, subscriber only. Yeah, I already searched that, but yeah, I don't want to do it during a live stream. I want to do it permanently. Hey, live control room, I understand, but I don't want it by stream. I want it... Okay, anyway. Okay, I set it on this stream, but it's a bit annoying if I have to set it for every stream, It's another button to click, another lever to pull. Another lever to pull. Hello from the new server. No, this is an old news, but anyway. Just that you know, we have a new server, which is always nice. Yes, I wanted to investigate a bit about Epic online services. Now, I have exactly zero knowledge of this. Like, I don't even know what it does, but no, I know a bit of what it does, just the basics. So I know that you can kind of log in through it and such, but I have no idea if it can be good for us or not, right? And if we can use it for something or for anything, right? For example, I know that with the online services you can have achievements, and you can have, I mean, obviously login, and you can have like leaderboards, and you can have matchmaking or things like that. But I have no idea of how it works, and so we are going to read it together now. Okay, so this will be a learning session for me and for you, if you are interested. I don't know how much it will last. I mean, I don't know if it will last the full stream or not. I have no idea. Okay, we have two buttons: get started now and explore documentation. I think I will click none of the two, and I will go down here. Game services, ship on all platforms without a universal set of services. Well, the fact that we need to ship, but anyway, access free services including voice chat, achievements, matchmaking, live operation, and more. Game service support all platform stores and all identity services, including your own epics on the engine of your choice. Okay. Account services, over 500 million players and 2.7 million room. Connect player with their friends. Okay. Services for a multi-platform world. Build functionality once, roll it out to everywhere. Okay. I mean, we have to ship anyway on Linux, Mac, and Windows, but I think that what they mean by this, they mean also Xbox and PlayStation, but we don't Xbox and PlayStation at the moment. But anyway, game service enable you happily release, validate, and scale your game on all platforms. Each player. Okay. One game, one community. Enable players to play with any friend in any device. Account service bridge. Okay. Oh my god. Every one of these blocks has a sub chapter. Build for a connected future. Build or built? Build. Used for hundreds of game massive scale with free high quality cross-plan. Trust statement. Security and paramount. Epic is committed to protect information system. Okay. Migrate from GameSparks to Epic Online. Amazon recently announced the deprecation of GameSparks. If your game is running in GameSpark, you are looking for an alternative solution. For game developers by game developers. Free services that work with any engine. Any engine, so you could use it also with Unity? Holy. Unreal Engine Unity, look at that. Unreal Engine Unity. Interesting. Okay, I mean, we are not interested in Unity, but the fact that is available also for other engines means to me that is not so linked, you know, to the engine, and so it may be good for us as well. Yeah, the only point is, does it cost? Ah, okay. So is the second question. Okay, let's read the fact, because I guess I will have a lot of the same question. Why is Epic Game providing online services? Well, the why seems very easy to me, but Epic Online services are free, are free. So what's the catch? There is no catch. We build in many ways of service for Fortnite. Now we are operating an enormous economy to scale. We want to rely on this service for Epic Games Store. Now we are happy to offer this service to game developer for free. For free? For free or free something? Okay. With the goal to encourage wider adoption of Epic offering and to make cross-play, cross-progression, opening correctly aligned features. Yeah. So I think the main point they are doing this, I guess, is because they want to be the alternative to Steam, right? And they want, you know, to become a platform like Steam where they can, you know, empower players and users and then sell them more stuff. So what Epic does with the data on my game, Epic access your game service, but we don't do anything. Okay. How do I sign up for an online Epic service? If you're interested in the available online service, visit the developer portal. You will be prompt to create an Epic Game account or log into your existing one. Once you have reviewed and agreed to the Epic Online Service Developer Agreement, you're all set to start downloading the SDK and integrating into your game. Very nice. Can I try out the service before committing to use? What do you mean? It is if it's free, you have nothing to commit. What do you mean committing to using them? I mean, there is nothing to commit. I mean, are you committing to using them on your game? But I don't think so. Yes, of course. Epic Online services are available to you free at any time. So you can always implement a few and see how well they work for your team whenever they help you achieve the goal of your game. You may choose to stop using any of the service at any time. Yeah, exactly. So the answer, I think, a better answer should have been, you don't have to commit anything. But anyway, can I use the service on PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch? Yes, Epic Games have worked closely with many console platform providers to ensure these services are ready for development to use. Okay. If my game was developed in Unity, can I use Epic? Yes, you can integrate the SDK with any video game that use any engine, including Unity. Wow. So it's really, so this means for us there is really a layer, you know, that is sitting on top of your game, whatever the game is, you know. All I see is black on screen. I mean, there is a lot of black, but which platform does Epic Online Service support? Epic Online Service has built-in support for Windows, Mac, Linux, PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, iOS, and Android. Holy shit. Maybe before I die, I will have plane shift on all of this. I don't know. I mean, I think it will be very cool, but just because it's cool, but not because it's really needed to have plane shift on PlayStation and Xbox. I think mainly on PlayStation would be so cool to have it. I mean, it's like, you know, so nice would be. I don't know, just to say that we have it. I mean, not because we need it, but just to say that we have it, you know. The problem is that I think that there are some significant fees to pay to Sony for developing on PlayStation, so I don't think it's really possible for free games. I don't know if there are even free games real free games on PlayStation. We do get support. Okay, so I think I understand a bit of what they are going with this. Now the point is, how do we, I mean, how does this help us, right? Quickly get your project set up and running with Epic Online Services. Okay. Get up and running, blah, blah, blah. We need to set up a developer account, download the SDK. Epic Games also provide a small project to show how EOS can fit into your game. That would be beautiful. If I could see how it works. Setting up an account. The developer portal contains information. Bam, 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 bam. Each product has a product ID, a sandbox ID, and a deployment ID. Oh my god. If I click on this, what happens? A game or other software product. A product ID, a unique identifier associated with a single product with Epic Games Service and all Epic Game. Sandbox ID. Development ID. Bah. The SDK is okay, so it's like your ID, your name for the backend services. Okay, for more information about how to utilize product menu, okay. Downloading the SDK. Once you have set up your organization and products, you can download the SDK. Okay. Sample application demonstrating how the SDK works. Detailed information about the SDK. Trying out the samples. After downloading the SDK, you will find various samples demonstrating individual features of the platform. For more detailed information about samples, see the following documentation. Authentication and friends. Authentication and friends. 17 minutes to read. Holy shit. Only one of the 5. Good evening, Tony. Hi. A tour of the Out and Friends sample project. This overview provides... I always wonder if Tony and Tony, I have to pronounce it differently. Because you told me that Tony and Tony are different.
Tony, Tony. Tony, Tony.
Sounds identical, right? I mean, do I need to pronounce your name differently because he has an I instead of a Y? I don't know. It seems not. But there may be some subtle thingies that I missed in the pronunciation. But probably I will never get, so it's okay. This overview provides a tour of the Out and Feature Friend, which uses Epic Online SDK. Okay, the Out and Friend is blah, blah, blah. You will need to initialize blah 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 blah. What do you mean? Login to access. I didn't understand anything. What? Device code, device out, account port. What does this do? Building the sample. Authenticating with the Steam API. No, it is telling me how to compile it. I just wanted to understand what you can do with a list of friends. I don't know. It's showing you the list of friends. Maybe it's features. I see. The simple framework has new features, including login and logout functionality, a console window, a friends list, and a presence information. The following image shows the friends section with several login methods. To login in a method, okay. Login to access friends. Okay. Friends online. Okay. So it's basically providing you this. I mean, I'm just trying to understand if the SDK is providing you also this window, or is providing you also only the API to create this window. But I think that this is a screenshot from the example, so probably the example. So you have friend invites, John 1337, Bob playing Fortnite on Windows, Tom away, Neil don't listen. So this thing could be inside of plane shift, okay? This thing can be inside of plane shift. I mean, do we care about that? I mean, do we care that Bob is playing Fortnite? I don't know. My name is Tony Marie. It's the same, huh? Okay. It's the same pronunciation. Tony Marie. Tony Marie. Marie is a French one, though, eh? Marie is French. So do we care about having this? Like, you can search for... I don't understand, you know. I don't understand too much what we can use it for. Because, okay, you can search a friend and see that he's online. And you can say, do you want to play Plane Shift? And so you click on him and you invite him to play, right? So this is pretty much what you can do. But you can do it already from the Epic launcher, right? So, or from Steam. But let's say from the Epic, let's say that, I mean, no one is really using the Epic launcher that way, I guess, and this is what Epic is trying to do. But the point is, if we are, imagine that we have this panel in Plane Shift, right, inside the game. What you can use it for? I don't know. You can click the new button, log into the new account. If multiple accounts are logged at the same time. The device code method sends a URL, device method, account portal, login out, console window. Friends list. The friend list is a separate part of the window that shows friends and their statuses. Friends invitation and enables interaction. What do you mean by interaction? You have to log it in to be able to use. Okay. Interaction. Not a friend. Bob, Richard. Friend list also contains a text file that serves two purposes. First, you can filter the friend by display name, and second, it's possible to search for new friend by typing and use the display name. If there are no friends, so basically, we could use it also the reverse, right? So you meet someone in Plane Shift in the game, and you want to make him a friend, right? And so you make him a friend, and then you can play something else together. The question is, how can I add someone as a friend within Plane Shift on Epic Games, right? But I think this thing allows you to do it. So probably the player has a kind of a unique ID, and then the unique ID, is carried over your application, and so we could have a button that says add Epic friend, right? Or add friend just inside of Plane Shift. I don't know if it's very needed to us, but anyway, this is what it is. Achievement sample. We like achievements, huh? This one is 4 minutes to read. The achievement sample demonstrates the operation related to achievements, including querying achievement definitions, query player achievement progress, ingesting stats to update the progress of an achievement, manually unlocking achievement. Manually unlocking achievements. Achievement 1, achievement 2. Achievement 2, unlock display name, blah blah blah, unlock display name, flavor text, hidden stats, threshold, total progress. But achievement, so you can basically check the achievement of each of your friends, huh? Is a bit what my plane does for us, right? So we have my plane that is doing this. We have my plane. Before you begin the sample, blah blah blah, achievement definition. Achievement definition created via developer portal and displayed in a list. The definition names will appear in a column under the definition shown below. Selecting achievement. You can select an achievement, player achievement data. Unlock the selected achievement by selecting the progress to 1. Request a retrieval of the player achievement data. Okay. Stats. Stats can be created on the developer portal associated to the achievement, enabling them to automatically update achievement progress. I see. Session matchmaking. Well, matchmaking for us will be useless because we don't, we don't matchmake anyone with anyone. I mean, our match is the whole game. So I understand people may really need this, and I think this will be probably the main reason other games do this, because if they have a game like, I don't know, 2v2, 5v5, they want an easy way to matchmake people, right? It allows users to create sessions, yes. Modify the session and search for session. Join and invite friends to the current session. Yeah, I think that is probably the main reason of this whole system, because now friends have a meaning, right? Now friends have a meaning, because if I have to say, oh, let's go and play together, right? And let's create this shared server for our game, and let's invite Bob and John, then they start to make sense, because your game can have, your game can have this whole screen, and you are, creating sessions, inviting players into sessions, and then playing together. But this is really, helpful. It is really helpful if you have a game that is instant, right? So that you need to have a matchmaking. We don't need a matchmaking because we are a permanent world. So, maybe we don't need it. Maybe we don't need it, boys. Before you begin, the sample application use Epic and no. Session creation. Level castle, max player 4, yeah, you see, things like that. Start and end, moderate and leave, user level, create a session, inviting a friend to a session, registering a friend to a session. I think that is the core of the system at the end. And unfortunately, we have zero use of it. Lobby sample. Lobby sample is pretty much the same. So after you have created a new game, you have a lobby, and in the lobby you can kick people, promote people to leaders, shuffle skins. I have no idea what is it, but I understand. P2P, player to player NAT sample. What is this? Player to player NAT sample. Chatting with user. The P2P NAT sample demonstrates peer-to-peer communication between users using NAT transversal with the P2P interface. To help determine if the user can easily connect to peers, can query the local user. The local user? What do you mean by local user, bro? I don't know. Local. I don't understand local. Local, what do you mean local? The sample application uses Epic account service to authenticate the local user for demonstration purposes. It's required that the client credential initialized CK being assigned, blah blah blah. Demonstrate the CK functionality. After login, you will see this. NAT status unknown, open mode very strict. Communication between users. Select a friend to chat. So you could have a chat, which is, you could have a chat that is outside of your game. Well, outside your game, let's say outside of the session, right? But in our case, everything is in session. Hello, Shadow. Hi. We are investigating a bit these Epic Online services, trying to understand if we can use them for something or not. To close the current chat session, please close chat. Okay, very nice. Very nice. Player data storage sample. Player data storage sample. The player data storage sample. File Explorer for the cloud storage. The player data panel. Upload the content of the file you are currently editing to the cloud. Now, this one can be slightly interesting to us, okay? Because if for any reason we would allow you to load screenshots or to load, yeah, I would say mainly screenshots, right? Or to load symbols, the problem like guild symbol or a guild banner or something, you know. We could put this like on the cloud, but I don't know. Let me create while we are here, let me create a file where we keep track of this, okay? Because I think it could be, I mean, we can revisit it in the future, and I don't want to do the same job twice. Always a bad idea to do the same job twice. So I think we can call it Unreal Engine Mission Epic Service Online. Epic Services Online. Is this the name? Probably. And I think that what I want to do, I want to copy this list, and I want to understand, I want to copy this list, and I want to copy this list, which anyway, I mean, is very far from us at the moment, but anyway, and then I would like to try to understand if we need any of this. So again, authentication. Okay, let's finish our overview and then maybe we go back. The new fun part of it now is voice support. Yeah, voice support is not listed here though, but voice support could be interesting to me. No, sorry, let's redo it, otherwise I'm doing the same job 2 times. So, authentication and friend support. Now, authentication and friend support, what I think about it. By the way, they should be 2 separate things, because authentication for us is one thing and friend support is another thing. But what do I think about authentication? Does authentication help us in any possible way? What the hell? Why is not doing what it should do? Oh, it's doing it now. Authentication. I mean, the fact that you can log in. I don't know. I think he has. I mean, the only value would be the 2-factor authentication, right? Like if they use smart ways, to authenticate, to recover passwords, you know, to do a double authentication thingy. That could be interesting to us, okay? Because maybe I can relieve myself from all that headache, and it's just gonna work automatically somehow. They don't say if they support 2-factor authentication here, though. But probably not. I mean, if it's the same of Epic Games, you know, why not? Maybe they do. I don't know. I have no idea. Two-factor authentication, I don't know, but if yes, can be interesting. Apart from that, I think we have very little interest in authentication. Because we do it already, it's working fine. I mean, the only problem would be like security. But let's say security can be a plus, and the two-factor authentication, if yes, can be interesting. Right? Can be a plus. The friends list, I think has very little value for me at the moment, because anyway, the friends that you have, you already put them in game. The game is permanent, it's a permanent world, so it's not that you are changing people that you are playing with every day, you know. It's not like a shard game where you... So I think the friends list is already... So we have it already in game. So we have it already, it's working okay. Now the only advantage will be that that friend will also be an epic game friend. But... I don't think it's very interesting to me. The achievement... wait, because this list will go long, so I think I need to do this. The achievement, So the only benefit here is that you can show your achievement to your friends, right? Which are also non-plane shift players. I think a non-plane shift player doesn't care at all about your achievements on plane shift, so... I think it's very little value, non to zero value. We have my plane, you know. We just need to put my plane in the game, and I don't see a value. I don't see a value, or it's very small value. Matchmaking, zero value. Lobby, which is similar to matchmaking. These two go actually together. Can I go up, please? Thank you. These two, which go together, zero value. Matchmaking and lobby. We don't need them because we don't do matchmaking, right? Not even in PvP, you know, we have the need to match people. So zero, not needed, like not applicable even. It's not applicable to us. P2P, which is this chat system, the fact that you can chat outside of the game, useless. I mean, I don't see the value of being able to chat outside of the game, unless your game doesn't have chat, and then you are using this as the only way. And then yes, I mean, but we have it already, you know. So we have it already. So if we didn't have it, there could have been a good way to integrate a chat system, right? Let's say the only benefit is that this chat system is working across server, right? So if we had multiple servers, let's say a role-playing server, a non-role-playing server, you know, no weapons server, no spell server, only gobble server, Halloween server. In theory, this chat layer is on top, right, of everything, and so maybe the interest would be to have it cross server, but it's so far away from my development plans that I think is zero value. Now, player data. Okay, player data, which is the one that I was looking at the moment. So if he's uploading files, which may be screenshots, or for example guild logos, I mean, or even 3D models, but I mean, I'm going a bit far here, but you know. But I would say is somehow interesting. I mean, is not something that I say I need it today, but maybe could be interesting. Maybe. Now, title storage sample. What is this? Title storage. The title storage sample use Epic account save to authenticate the local user for demonstration purposes. It requires a client credential. Have been assigned to application. Okay, this game functionality demonstrates this sample works. Okay. The title storage sample is a simple file explorer in the cloud associated with your products. Yeah, but what does it do? To get started with the title storage sample, locate the title storage. Okay. After logging in, you'll be able to query, download, and view the files associated with your product. So again, is a file something? What is this? Title storage, file 1.txt. What? The title storage sample features the following functionality. Download a single file. Populates the file list with all files that are less one set of tags. I don't know, it seems to be another way to upload files that probably are not player-based, but they are game-based. Yes, I think that's probably the difference. The player data storage is probably by player, and the title storage is global. Bah. Okay. I don't know. I don't understand what this thing is doing, but let's assume that it's the same as the one above. So let's assume that this is the same. Go up. Up. No, not from there. From here. Thank you. Okay. Leaderboard example. This one maybe is more interesting. I don't know. Leaderboard example. So you can store, well, it's a bit like achievements, right? So you could store score. I mean, we don't have score in our game, but it can be anything, right? It can be I think it's the same as achievements. I think it's the same as achievement, with the difference that probably you can create, you know, yes, definition, predefined. So you can have global. Wait a second. Maybe if you have the ranking by, you can have the ranking by friends, or you can have the ranking by global. Yeah, it's like achievements. It's like having a leaderboard for achievements. Yes, friend score. The friend score is probably the biggest value. For them, for us, meh. For us, I would say so really. Because we don't really have a score, you know? So, it's not even, I mean, we have experience and whatever, but we need more, you know, what we need is something similar to my plane, right? Which we have already. We already have my plane, and where you can, you know, see your character, see your achievements, see your faction points, see your skills, see your inventory even. Wow, this is in database? Holy shit. See our money. You know, with the proper icons as well. Oh my god. You cannot mouse over though, so you don't know. Ah, yes, you can. Horned helm. Plate mail gloves. Plate mail torso. Yeah, so this is nice, right? And we have it already. I mean, it's not perfect because it's a website. It's a website and it's not. It is not in the game, but this one will be the same. And this is basically not in the game, and well, it is in the game, but you have to. I mean, you have to recreate it anyway because the sample is doing nothing, right? So you have to recreate your whole logic here. The only benefit would be the I think. I think this one is. I mean, we can aggregate it to achievements. It's basically the same thing. For us, for us. I'm not saying for everyone, but leaderboard, and I don't see it. We don't care about it. We don't care. Store sample program will show you how to build a store. The store sample demonstrates the operation related to an in-game store, including querying offer and checkout process. After the sample start, the offer are retrieved, information is visible. Starting checkout. Ah, they fucked up, huh? They fucked up all the thing, you see. Post checkout, completing anything close. So, I mean, store could be interesting if we are ever going to sell something, but I don't know if we are ever going to sell anything. In-game purchases through the Epic Game Store. With this interface, you can manage products and for full game to downloadable content, to virtual goods and in-game currency. This includes making offer, completing purchase transaction, verifying ownership, and redeeming purchased items. To access the economic interface, blah blah blah. Operating an in-game store. In in-game store under the option presenting the catalog. Offer that include one or more the weekend. And once the user chooses to make a purchase, they check out the purchase, blah blah blah, which finalize the purchasing process. Catalog offer data, printed store catalog, displaying virtual individual data, buying from the store. When a user buys something from the store, the user is accepting a catalog. When the purchase is completed, blah 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 blah. There are 3 actions involved. I mean, if you are ever going to sell something, even if it's just merchandising, I don't know, or stuff, you know, I think that obviously doing it by ourselves will be a mess, right? So it's much better to just use a service that is already doing it, because all the transactions, you know, and credit card thing and whatever, I mean, it's impossible to do if you don't use an existing system. So I mean, it has to be done in a very solid way, obviously. I hope we never do it, because I don't want to develop something like that. But okay, I mean, the store could have a value if we ever going to sell something, which I don't know, but at the moment no. But if we are ever going to sell something, definitely we are not going to develop it ourselves, right? Sell game. I mean, it can also be out of game. Can also be out of game. I don't know. Does it make sense to sell out of game goods? Out of game or in game goods. But I don't know. I mean, it could have a value if we ever need it, right? If we ever need it, yes. If we ever decide to sell something, then I think there is a good service, because doing it by ourselves will be a mess. Will be a real mess. Mods. Sample demonstrating mods marketplace interaction. The mod sample from Epic blah blah blah, enumerating all available mods. Enumerating the mods, installing and uninstalling the mods, updating a mod. This could be interesting for skins, right? For example, if you want to skin the UI, right? If you want to skin the UI and provide a different set, right? People should be able to download that set and install it, right? And at the moment it's a bit of a pain. It's a bit of a pain because in the past we did it just with zip files, you know. So we were just sending zip files around and say, hey, unzip this and it's done. And now my question to this one, which is very interesting, is how does it interact with the pack files? How does it interact with the pack files? Building the mod sample app. This one I really would like to see it. Running the sample app. Run the mods app, you need to have prerequisite. Open the launcher, navigate. Copy the following file. Shared asset. Shared asset, Shared asset. In the command prompt, mod. What the fuck? I don't understand. I don't understand shit of what it means. I mean, okay, but how do you patch the pack files? They patch it, or they have a way to run something next to it? I think I lost the ability to scroll. Log on with the developer. Okay, selecting enumerate all mods. That I understand, but all mods, title, namespace, item ID, install. So what happens when you click on install? Enumerate the install mods. Yeah, but it doesn't explain anything. How do you create a mod? How do you create a mod? No, the mod sample, okay, but it's like the ones of the marketplace. No, but the one of the marketplace, they are working on what? Yeah, probably they are working like the one of the marketplace, but I have no idea how they work. So When a client game instance connects to a server running mods, both the client and server use the mod SDK to reconcile the mod installed on both client and server machine and remind of the list of missing mods. The server called the mod enumeration function to get list of installed mod and serialize the ID. The client compare the IDs. This is very interesting. I think is a world, you know, is a world by itself. Like, we really need to get into this, but this one is super interesting. It's super interesting. Because if I give the ability to players to create mods and then the ability for them, you know, to distribute them, install them in the game, I think it would be very nice. Super nice. But I have no idea how to do all of this, but we can learn it. But I mean, it's not the highest priority now, but, and I see there is really a lot of stuff, right? There is really a lot of stuff. So, okay. So I would say mods, yes. Mods, I want it. I mean, not now, but one day. This one for us is a plus plus. I mean, it's very good. We can use it for UI skins, even character skins, you know. Character skins, Christmas skins. I mean, items, anything, right? So the ability to say, okay, this is the base game, but if you want, you can skin or change, you know, these pieces will be super cool. Will be super cool, but I don't know, one day, maybe one day. Android SDK sample, we don't really care at the moment. These ones we don't really care. Where is the voice? Where is the voice service? Because the voice service is another one that is very interesting to me, but is not listed in the samples. So where do I see it? So if I click on these things, where do I go? Service games, service account, game services, multiplayer, build custom replay functionality, voice chat, matchmaking, peer-to-peer connectivity, progression, enable progression across multiple devices, manage your game and player's experience, anti-cheat, platform independence. And these are the same as before, just in a different list. Fuck. Ah, is it a different list? No. Then my list was incomplete. My list was completely incomplete. It was really incomplete. For example, stats we didn't have. What do you mean stats? Yeah, I think we should have probably gone by this list instead of that other list. Yes. That list is incomplete. Fuck it. Stats interface. Measure user stat, which include any statistical data. Number of items collected, the player fastest completion, total number of victory or losses, number of times user performed a certain action. So this could be kind of interesting to keep the data of the achievements, because the achievements, I think we will show them in game anyway. So I don't care about, you know, online services storing the achievements, but storing the data of how many clackers you killed, maybe. Maybe. Okay. Okay. I mean, the stats interface is connected to the... So I think I can delete... Wait, I can delete this last three because anyway we have zero use of it. But I think the stats interface is somehow connected to the achievements. Somehow, some way. Because the achievement and the leaderboards I'm less interested in, but the stats I think I'm a bit more interested in the sense that if I can keep it maybe out of our database, why not? Well, I don't know. I mean, just reasoning on it, right? But so the stats interface, we could keep statistics of player actions in game, right? I don't know. This one, let's say that is a plus minus thingy. Not really, but could have some usage. Achievement we already said. Anti-cheat. I mean, anti-cheat, what do you mean? What can they do for anti-cheat? They use easy anti-cheat. No, but this one you need to pay for it. 100% you need to pay for it. And anyway... Nah, I mean, anti-cheat... I mean, to pay for a service... We don't care. I mean, I understand, could be useful to someone, but not to us. I mean... If you cheat, you know, in an MMO... And you risk to lose all your advancement and all your character... I think you will not do it. So, no. Anti-cheat, we don't care. Leaderboard, lobbies, title, session. Session is the same as, so we don't care. Title, voice. Okay, voice can be interesting. Use the voice interface to create and manage voice chat room for your user while they are using your product. Epic Online Service voice app to create and manage voice chat rooms for your user. My problem is that I don't need a voice chat room. I need a voice proximity, right? I need a voice by proximity. User can communicate one-on-one, which is obviously useless, or in groups, which is more useful, across multiple platforms, during a match, or in your product lobby. No, but during a match, no. I mean, in an open world, boys. The connection made with established only between authenticated user and through voice server without exposing personal information, and all the scaling, quality, service, maintenance, multi-region presence. Holy fuck. All voice interface, okay. Voice will be fully supported in online subsystem and voice chat plugins with the 427 release. Very nice. Who is paying for the bandwidth? Who is paying for the bandwidth of all of that? Review and determine integration method. Is it peer-to-peer or what? Review and determine the integration method. Voice with lobbies. Game client, US SDK, room management, generating room tokens, US lobby, US voice. Join with room token. Join with room token. Bah. Bah. Investigate the voice sample. C and C++ and how to use the voice interface with your product. Integrate the voice interface to your application. Configure your client policy. Integrate the voice interface between your chosen integration method. Review the best practice voice metric and usage limitation. Okay. Usage limitation. The voice and interface specific usage limitation. For general information, throttling usage quota best practice say. Max room size 16. GG! I mean, okay, so what? Max request per user minute 50. I don't know what is a request, but anyway. You can access your voice operational metric under your product service voice. You can filter the data. There was anyway obvious, you know, obvious. There was obvious that it could never give you an infinite, unlimited voice service for your game if you don't pay them. So, I mean, it's strange that they don't say that if you want unlimited, you can pay for it. But a max room size of 16 is completely useless. I mean, unless you can have... Probably you can have multiple rooms, but there isn't maximum number of rooms that you have. Maximum request per minute. I don't know. I mean, this has to be investigated a bit better. But let me search for... let me search for it, okay? Let's search EOS Unreal... EOS voice limitations. Yeah, I think we go back to the same page. I think we go back to the same page. It's not very clear. I mean, this page, you know, I understand, but... don't really understand what are the real limitations, you know.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's Mike here at Games from Scratch.
$2018. What the fuck? Tim Sweeney, look at him. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what this guy is saying. Saying everything except what it says in the video. Bah. 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 I think they are still kind of developing it, or anyway, something new. They still have to understand the policies. They don't. But anyway, I think it's very interesting to us. But the problem is that we need unlimited bandwidth. So, or we can use this service, you know, on our own server. So like that the bandwidth is provided by us, and they give us the technology. Or if we have to pay for the bandwidth, that would be a no-go for me. That would really be a no-go. Okay, but it was interesting to know that it exists, at least. Where are we? Wait, I lost myself. I'm here. I mean, we can put it on the list, and definitely is interesting, so I will list it as plus, but the problem of this one is that we need to know how to get rid of the limitations. With the limitations, it's completely useless. But I think they are not stupid, so if they did it, I guess there is a way. Yeah, is there a cost above the limit? Because, for example, if the cost above the limit would be very, very reasonable, you know. But the other question is, can we install the service on our servers? So we pay for the bandwidth. Right? So we pay for the bandwidth because we use it on our servers. But so that's very interesting. Anything else? No. A parent verification. Do you want to have a parent verification service in PlaneShift? Maybe not. Okay, I think that's it. That's it. There is also this social overlay. Social overlay, yeah, is this one that now is appearing in some of the games when you play, so that you basically, it's like Steam, so you can, like, instead of shift tab, you have this shift F3, but it's the same concept, and you basically see, you have a navigation bar, you can see the friends and such, so it's basically integrated. But we don't really care about this thing. I can put it in the list, because anyway it's a feature for sure. For sure is a feature. Social overlay. But I would say no. I would say really useless to us. I mean, I don't know. At the moment, I don't see it. Hello, Funner. Hi. As far as I know, it's no cloud voice chat, so it's paid by Epic. Yeah, it's paid by Epic, but as you can see, there are huge limitations, like 16 players maximum and things like that. So, I mean, 16 players. Okay, we are a small project, but 16 players. I mean, how many rooms can you make? It is not written. I mean, if you can have maximum 16 people per room and infinite rooms, then okay. But it doesn't say. It says maximum player request per minute 50, which I don't know what it means. Maximum player... I don't know. These limitations are weird. I don't understand them too much. But I think it's something that they are developing, right? And maybe they will. I mean, this one, right? I don't understand what it means. I mean, it's so important, and there is so little explanation. There should be a page on this one, and instead there is like one small table with no explanation. So max room size 16. Max request per user per minute 50, which I have no idea what it means. Yeah, it's probably beta, and I don't know if someone tests it, please let me know. I mean, if any of you wants to do a test and see and start to send like 3,000 requests per day or 3 million requests per day. Since he has that code written above it, also hello Tento. Maybe that's something you can limit? No, I think is their limit. Is there so voice as interface specific usage rate limitations. For general information about throttling, usage quota, and best practice, see overview. Service usage limitations. This seems to be a broken link. Overview service usage limitations, but I don't know where this overview is. Right? It seems a broken link. I mean, service usage. I can search service usage limitations. Overview. Overview is here. That is the overview page. Ah, it's here. It's here. It was pointing to this. There was a broken link, but in reality it was pointing to this, to overview/index service usage limitation. For a stable and reliable ecosystem of all users, Epic Online implements client request rate limiting and service usage quota. When the SDK are integrated correctly with your code, the request limit user quota should never be reached. What? When the SDK API are integrated correctly with your code, the request limits and usage quota should never be reached. Okay. However, be mindful of the limits and pay attention to the SDK output log. During internal play testing, any erroneous log output will be checked and verified as functional or returning the too many request results. Client request throttling and service usage quota work in parallel. When you ask the text a call to the backend, the service is coming too rapidly, the local client throttle is ejecting. The backend service has a similar feature to request individual requests from clients that have exceeded the maximum usage guidelines. Each service applies usage quota on a per deployment basis and ensure that the backend service always has the necessary capacity. Depending on the service type, quotas are either fixed or adjusted based on the number of concurrent users online for each deployment. All quotas apply equally to every product. If any application reaches a usage quota limit, any following request for a new resource allocation fail during the usage rate of the service. Okay. Now, this phrase is very nice, though. Basically, they are saying, if you integrate properly the code so that you are not, misusing it, like your server is sending requests when it should not, the request limit and the usage quota should never be reached. I mean, meaning they say we have enough bandwidth for anything. That's interesting. That's interesting. So it means that probably they have a way to, I don't know. I mean, we should test it. I don't want to test it now, but I think we should test it and see how it works, because it will be very nice to have voice chat in the game. I think it would be very cool. It's a service that's been introduced since June, seems like in anti-cheat. But who's using it? Is someone using it? Is someone telling us if it works, or we have to be the first ones, you know? Did anyone made a video and say, hey, we tested it? Hey, we tested it and it's working. Everyone on 22 of June. I mean, everyone at launch like, hey, it's there. Okay, but anyone that tested it like the 23 of June at least? Why there are so many videos which are exactly the same? People are copying videos over and over. Very useful. Extremely useful. Wow. Best video ever. Thank you. End of the video. Very, very nice video. Thank you for the information. This one is 7th of October. I don't know. Maybe someone... It's the same video over and over. I mean, people are copying this video, like, what? I mean, like, they like copying videos. No one is using it. I mean, no one that is not a commercial game, because obviously commercial games are never going to post the video on, you know, I can post I can post a question. Many people use Steam. Indie devs don't use it. Yeah, I guess so. I guess that's the problem. Sorry, your login does not possess the permission account admin token authorization code. Create needed to perform the requested operation. Okay. What if I click reload? No, it doesn't allow me to. Okay, GG. Thank you. Cannot log in anymore. Clicking again works, huh? Clicking again works. Look at that. Access denied. I'm sorry, but you do not have the permission to activity attend. We believe this is an error. I mean, I'm just trying to post a question. What do you mean? Okay, they banned me. They banned me on this, or what? I cannot post because I'm not in any section, or what? Because I'm not in any section. Is there one for using U4? Answer Hub is moving. We are moving. Answer Hub will be read-only until the migration to the Unreal Engine forum is complete. What the fuck? No, I cannot believe it. So they are merging this with the forums? What? Are we in 2021 or we are in I don't understand. Hey everyone, we are excited to begin the next phase in our revamp of the Unreal Engine community online experience. Okay, make it all on Discord and that's it. The first step took place earlier this year. We shifted from the Unreal Engine forum. We need to see a few changes. Question and answer functionality to replace Answer Hub. Okay. Okay, so I have to ask it on the forums, right? So this is the thing. Q&A. I mean, knowledge base. Knowledge base was the old wiki that they killed. So annoying. The old wiki was so nice. I loved it. I even created some articles there, but yeah, the problem is how do I Q&A announcement installation Unreal Engine 5 general discussion. Is there a voice? I think there is not a voice, huh? So we can put it under what? Under general? Audio? Audio, I don't know. Maybe audio. I think audio is too... Max voices, max sources. No, there's nothing to do with it. I mean, in theory it's audio systems, but... I think I will put it under general. I should search, huh? I should search before creating. I know. EOS voice chat plugin. Okay. In which category it is under marketplace. Okay, we'll put it here. We did a search, there was nothing. Easy. New discussion, new question. Ask a question. Epic voice, Epic online services, EOS voice chat. Voice chat. How do they call it? They call it voice chat. They call it voice interface. They call it voice interface. Voice interface / voice chat. Okay, so we have all the keywords possible. General discussion, question. I will say hi. I'm very interested in integrating the voice interface system into our indie game, our indie free game. Did anyone test it? I read about the limitations of 16 users per room and 50 requests per user per minute. I don't understand what that means. I have an open world game. I would like to allow people in proximity of, let's say, I don't know, 15 meters to voice chat. In this case, the room, the room in quotes, will be very dynamic. as people. So basically we could have a room, you know, centered on a character. So I will need to have a room centered on a character, and whenever someone else come close, no. I will need to have a room that is created as soon as two players go next to each other, right? Can move around. The idea could be to create a new room whenever two players are next to each other, and then add new people as they approach or leave, right? Add remove people as they approach or leave the area. Did anyone test any of this? Thanks. GG. Okay, I don't know. I'm posting the please include a version tag. I mean, where is the tag? Let's say 427, because otherwise they will say, you cannot do it in 426. Okay. Okay, we created it. Yeah, but basically the idea would be, you know, that you have a player. So by default, a player does not have a room, right? A player does not have a room. But as soon as we trigger proximity with him, within a certain range, you know, and the player is pressing voice chat, because the player needs to press voice chat, because otherwise it's useless to create a room if they will never speak, right? And the player is pressing the voice chat, then we create a room, right? We create a room that includes both of them, and then from that point on, any other player that is coming close to the room will be included, right? So it will be basically in the room, right? Now, will be kind of nice to have an attenuation based on distance. So I will have to control, maybe I can also add this, even if it's a bit too much maybe for a single question. But anyway, I will also need to change the volume of the voice based on the 3D distance between characters, right? To simulate the distance. Yeah. I mean, like GTA, you know, like in GTA, exactly the same. Good night, Shadow. Good night. Yeah, tonight I think I will go a bit earlier as well, but I think it was just a way, you know, to start to investigate on this and start to think what to do about this. But I think the assessment, okay. So I got distracted by a message, but I think the assessment for us is I think it's not a great idea that I placed. It's really not a great idea. Did I place the plus and minus on the right side? because now it's very hard to read what is plus and what is minus.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds like a plan. So fuck. I know I'm doing a bit of a mess, but the reason is that I want to split authentication services and friend services. I think they are two separate things, and I want to split them. And I want to substitute it with this mess here. And I also want to put it on the left, and I also want to move this here just to do a better job. And then I want to say authentication for security. Actually, I think is a plus minus. I mean, it's like yes and no. Friends interface is a minus, we don't care. Stats interface, we said plus minus, so I can just copy that, I guess. Achievement samples and letterboard is a minus. For us. I don't want to say anything bad about the online services. I mean, I know that I'm dissing them, but it's just what is applicable to me, okay? In our current state of the game. So, session matchmaking not relevant. Lobby sample not relevant. Yes, I can go like this. No, because it's not big enough. The chat not needed. Player storage maybe, like we said, for the images. Title storage is the same. I mean, we can put them together. GG! GG! We nearly did this job, huh? We nearly did it, huh? Both of them, huh? Both of them. Plus and minus, letterboard minus, store sample. I don't know, it's kind of a mild plus if we're ever gonna sell something. Mod samples, very, very interesting. This one would be very, very interesting. Anti-cheat, we don't care. Voice interfaces, I would say interesting. Not super, but yes. Social overlay, no. So this is basically the list of this is basically our assessment, okay? Do you think about sound, like sound closer to you being louder and sounds being far away and low and heavy echo or something? Yeah, that is already in the game. I mean, sounds are already completely 3D, right? Spatial sound, I don't know how to say it, but spatial sounds are already there. So when you put a sound in the world, you know, based on the distance and the direction, it's already stereo sounds and positional. So that's good. This is specific for. This one is specific for voice chat, right? There is voice chat only. There is voice chat interface features. Is it too big? Maybe it's a bit too big. Bam. Okay, so seeing this list, my interest for this is fairly low at the moment, meaning that I may be interested for the mods, but the mods I think are something for the future, and I may be interested for the voice, but the rest is really so-so. And the store, I don't know, maybe we'll never have a store. So, I mean, it's plus in the sense that if we are ever gonna need it, you know, it's plus if, you know. In reality, this one is not really plus, but this one is plus if we're ever gonna need it. And probably the answer is no, but I don't know. Maybe one day I would like to sell you something. I don't know what, but maybe one day I would like to sell you something. So plus if needed. Okay, that was a good. I think it was a good overview. At least now we know what these services are, and we know what we can get out of it, and I have a better understanding if someone asks me about it. So that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. What I wanted to do. Okay, so I think we can close this chapter for now. For now, no action, right? No specific action on this, but I think we may revisit it in the future. We may decide to revisit it in the future. Yes, I think we may. Okay, so let's go back to normal development then. Normal development. So we were working on traps. And we were working on... yes. We were working on the different type of traps that we have and how to allow a player to actually detect a trap. And we said that we have three types of traps, at least from the code and blueprint point of view. Okay, not from the player point of view. The player point of view will be one trap, but from the code point of view, my dirty laundry to sell. I mean, if it was a girl, maybe, but being a man, I mean, it's unlikely someone is gonna buy it. So I would say no. So number one is trap on ground through proximity triggers. So these are the triggers that are on the ground and we tested the trigger already. So if I go close to my trap, is actually triggering. Now, so here the detect, I will have to search all the action locations in range. So I will have to do a query on all action locations. Yes, and in a certain range that we want. And if found, we spawn a temporary mesh. I would say a temporary mesh for the player. For the player or for everyone? Because if we do it only for the player, it means that we can spawn it only client side. But if we spawn it only client side, then the servers will not know about it, and it's a bit of a mess, right? For the player, it's not very easy. For everyone, is easier, because for everyone we just spawn an actor server side and it's appearing for everyone. But for the specific player, I will have to do a filtering on the network significance that we did already for other stuff, but it's a bit annoying. But we can do, I mean, we can do it because we already have it on our items. We already have is network significant or something, right? We already have We already have no. I don't remember if he's on the item or if he's on the probably it's on the character, but I don't remember the name. I don't remember the name. Will not be very easy to find. Is net relevant for? There it is. Is net relevant for this one? We have already this. No, but this one was for the invisibility. This one was for the invisibility. No, but we have also one for items. I mean, I'm pretty sure we have. No? What? Yes. We have yes, it's this one. It's this one. Is this one. So in theory we could add another check here that is allowing that item to be seen only from that player. The problem is that it's not very easy because but anyway, let's not think too much to the implementation now, okay? So let's just think to the requirement, and I think it would be okay. Hello, Naraku. What kind of game it will be? I can show you if you want. Why not? Maybe someone else joined and wanted to see it. I can launch it when I'm reasoning on things. Anyway, the game is a fantasy MMO in an original setting, so all the story, the races, the NPC, the events, the whatever, the location, the dialogues are all our own, right? So it's created by us. If you go on planeshift.it, which is our main website, you can also download it. You can download the game that was done with the previous engine. You can download it and play it today. It is up. The server is up and running. But it is the game that it was done with many years ago with another engine. You know, so the graphical quality is not anymore, you know, up to date with today's standards, or I would say even with a few years ago standards. But we are remaking it with a new engine, which is Unreal Engine, and we already pretty much ported all of it. So the new version of the game is pretty much, you know, working. While I'm working on it, I'm adding new things, because I didn't want just to port the old game as is, but I wanted to add more stuff. Just because it was otherwise too boring to only port, you know, one-to-one what we had. I'm just waiting the server to go up. Okay, now it's up. So it's fully multiplayer, and we have different races. like this race that is winged. This one, which is basically a character made of rock or stone, and other characters. And then there is part of the city. There is the main city. And at the moment we are inside a dungeon. But pretty much, you know, everything is working in terms of inventory system. So if I put items on, you see my texture is changing. If I remove the armature, it's going away. We manage torches and other items you can handle. We have weapons, we have spells, we have skills, we have talents, we have combat, magic, jobs, we have crafting, we have NPC, we have monsters you can fight, we have items that you can find, and things like that. So it's pretty much a functional game. I think that what it misses a bit of I don't know how to say, but a bit of coordination between the different pieces that we have, right? To make it kind of a fun game. So the pieces are there, right? And you can already do a lot of stuff. We have about 500 or so, 450, 500 quests in the game that you can do already. So there is a lot to do, but sometimes, you know, the pieces are feeling a bit disconnected. And I think what I'm trying to do with the new version... Oh, by the way, we have search traps. Look at this. Interesting. What I'm trying to do with the new game is to make it a bit more fun and more meaningful, right? I mean, not that the old one was not meaningful, but I'm trying to make it more meaningful. Yes, I went through the wall because there is a secret passage. Then we have the ability to chat, we have guilds, we have groups, we have alliances, we have, I don't know, we have a lot of stuff. We have pets, you can spawn a pet, and you can speak to your pet. I don't know, there is a lot of stuff. I mean, it's very hard for me to give you a full list because it's continuously... We have special attacks, like you can see here. I mean, there is a lot. We have crafting. You can craft alchemy. You can have alchemy for crafting. You have herbalism. You can cook. You can brew beers. You can... I don't know. You can do a lot of stuff. The problem is putting together all of this, you know, into a meaningful progression, into a meaningful experience for the player. Because actually we can do a lot, but is it really, the question is it fun, you know? Yes and no. Yes and no. So this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to add elements that can be fun to play, puzzles, levers, you know, chest, traps, and this kind of things which can make the game a bit more fun. And at the moment we were working on traps, right? So what I'm saying is that yes, I want this one probably to be spawned temporarily for the mesh for the player using the net relevance. Then the remove will be right clicking on the temp mesh, yes, that only you can see, and so it's only you that can click on it, and remove the trap icon, yes. The second one will be a trap which is placed which is placed on an item which is on the level like an interactable item, like a door or a lever, right? And the detection will be this. And I think that the removal, we need to, I mean, the removal is the same. It's still a right click, you know, for us, it's still a right click on the item, and then we have to send to the server the request in the same way, right? So this is the part that we still need to do, and the part that I was doing. And then the third one would be, and this one I have no idea yet how to do it, which is a normal item. So if it's a normal item, I think we will have to check this is trap boolean anyway. So I think what we need to do, the difference is that this one will be on the database and the other one will not. And the removal will be the same. Right click on item and then call ability manager. Is the same as this. Okay. So these are the things we want. These are the things that we should do, right? So I think for sake of doing first the things that are more relevant, I think we should start with 2 and 3, right? And 2 I started already because I started to do some pieces of it, right? So basically what I did, I added to our interactable actor, this guy, some variables. In particular, is trapped, the trap script, and is trap blocking use, which is basically telling us if the result of the trap is that it's just exploding on you, or is also is blocking the access to the chest, right? So it's blocking usage. Now I'm thinking how these 3 variables should play with the DB one, because I think in the DB we have the same problem, right? So we need 3 variables like that. Like the only advantage of because it can be the script, right? It could be the script that is telling you it could be the result of the script that is telling you if it's preventing usage or not, right? So when I right click, I have search traps, and this in theory is happening on every interactable object. This is happening on every interactable object. Yes, I think so. I think it's happening on, I have to go under UI. It's called interaction window something. Yes, and we said that for interactable objects we have the search for traps and the use item all the time. Okay, so basically these 2 menus are always showing up. Now, what happens is that if you don't search for a trap, but you just use the item, This will trigger this will trigger the script, right? Yes. So we need to, so the first thing that we need to do in all cases is, if we click on use, to check if the object is trapped, right? This is the first thing we need to do. So actually, the only problem is this, that for the interact, you see that there are two completely different routes. One is if the item is a normal item, and one if the item is interactable object. So it's not very easy. I'm thinking how to do it. Okay, I'm thinking how to do it. Basically, what we need a server-side validation. We need a server-side validation of the request toggle, right? And request toggle is going server side already. Okay, good. So request toggle is going server side already, and is doing a distance check first. Which is nice. And then before this, we should check for the trap, right? And it is already an interactable object, so in reality we can get directly from here the fact if it's trapped or not. Because we know, I mean, the player doesn't know, but we know if he's trapped or not. We know. So if he's not trapped, right? If he's not trapped, we can just call do toggle and nothing else will happen, right? If he's not trapped. If he's trapped, then we have to call the server asking for, oh wait, we are already on the server here, by the way. We are already on the server, but yes, we need to call a function. We are in PS character at the moment. We are on PS character. The problem is that I don't have any of the managers exposed to blueprints. Right, the blueprints are completely agnostic of the C++ manager. So I think I need a call. In PS character, which probably I can use also in the other case, which is something like check and activate traps. Okay, so yeah, I think I need that. And we can put it on PS character, and we can put it, I don't know, any place really. I'm thinking if there is a place where I already have other functions that are in the same context. Is alive, target object, attacks, animation, teleport, stamina, riding, running, traits, texture, visible, teleport player, vitals, game, oh my god, we have so much stuff, boys. How many lines of code I wrote up to now? Oh my god. What did I do? What did I create, boys? Okay, I think we can put it here. I think we can put it here, and this one will be. I mean, it must be a blueprint callable, right? Yes, it must be a blueprint callable function. So similar to, I don't know, this one, and the blueprint callable function, I think would be just PS generic, and it will be called activate item or trap, something like that. Activate item or trap. Actually, we know. I mean, no. I think that the item will be activated only if there is no trap. So I think this function doesn't need to be called like that. I think this function can just be called activate trap if present. Right? Just call activate trap because we checked it before anyway. Yeah, let's call it activate trap. Activate trap. Now, what do we need? In terms of parameters? Well, for sure we need the interactable object. So we need to know which object we are triggering, because we will have to send it back. Well, in theory, no, but let's pass it anyway. But in reality, it's not needed, because in reality, the only thing that I need to do is to by the way, the trap could explode and affect people around me. Yeah. The trap will be a normal effect, like if it's a spell, right? So it will be a full script. I like the characters, the rock golem guy and the winged one. Yes, there are more characters. There is also a cat character, like a feline, feline character. And there are dwarves and elves, just because we couldn't stay without dwarves and elves, so we put them in. So activate trap. I think we can have the interactable object. The problem of the interactable object is that interactable actor is... Yeah, well, I think we need only the script. Okay. So we need the script to run. And what else? I think we need only the script to run, because I think if the trap is blocking usage, I think I will return it. I think I will return it as a boolean as a result of my script. So in reality, it will not return void. I think it will return a boolean, which is if it's blocking or not blocking. So called when using an item, in the world which may be trapped, executes the trap script and returns true if the item can if the item will be toggled for use, or will be used, I don't know how to say. If the use action can be triggered, and false if the trap is preventing the use action. Okay, so basically there can be a chest that is exploding, but anyway it opens, and there can be a chest that it explodes and it cannot, and it doesn't open, right? So until the trap is there, you cannot open the chest. Right, which is a bit of a special case, but I want to keep it here. I mean, it doesn't cost me much to do so. So we have that option, right? So I think we need only the script to run. We only need the script to run. We need to know where to run it though. Ah, yes, we need to know. Well, where to run it is my character. Right? We are inside character, so we know exactly the location. The location, we have it through the character, so... Okay. Okay, so we have our activate trap. And activate trap... we can declare it at the bottom. I mean, it doesn't make any difference. So we do this. What happened? I don't know. We do this, and now here I need to basically execute the script, you know, in the same way I'm executing spell scripts. I mean, this is a full progression script, right? A full progression event, like cast defensive wind, you know, is a full progression event, which has all the scripting capabilities, including messages, including everything, right? So with the only difference that we want to return, fuck. I don't think we can return a value. We can return a value from a math script, but I don't think we can return a value from a progression script. Crap. Really? We cannot return a value from a progression script, huh? That's very annoying. I'm checking if I have any examples where we are returning a value, but actually, I mean, we have this let vars, you know, which is actually setting a variable, but I mean, but this variable is then just passed into another function. And that other function is... so I cannot do it. It's such a pity. I can do it outside of the script. I mean, with another variable, which is blocking or not, right? But it's a bit of a pity. I wanted to return it from the script, but I think it's impossible. I think it's impossible. I mean, it would be possible if I create a math script and then I'm returning them, but it's a mess, so I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. It's more complex. So, okay, so we... okay. So we cannot return if the trap is blocking the usage of the item. We cannot. Because our scripting system does not allow that in the script, is allowing it. I mean, it's a bit long to explain, but we cannot do it here. So what we will do, we will use another variable which is actually on the item, and we will check it outside. Okay, so we'll check it after we activated the trap. So this will be a pure trap activation, right? Yes, this will be a pure trap activation. So I would say call when using a trapped item in the world. Execute the trap script, and that's it. And all of that, unfortunately, we cannot do. I mean, it was a good idea, but I will do it differently. So we will do it, but we will do it in another way. Okay, so our activate trap should do nothing else than, for example, when you are executing a script, right? Now, I think we have a problem. No, the script needs to exist. The script needs to exist in our database already. If it doesn't exist, yeah, it needs to exist. It needs to exist. So I'm trying to understand where I go and take the code. Where I go and take the code. Well, the easiest I think is a spell. When we apply a spell, right? We have to do the same thing, exactly the same thing. Casting effect, outcome. Exactly, this guy. Exactly. So I basically need to do the same thing of this. Where outcome, I guess, is a progression script. Yes. So, in here I will have my script to run, right? Teacher to ANSI. Oh my god. Okay. GG. But it's okay. So this one must exist, okay? So if this one doesn't exist,
no pressure, no mistakes. Stay calm.
Okay, Michael, I will. I will. Typical programmer language, I think we have a problem. Yes, but then you can solve it. Programming is all about finding problems and solving problems. Finding problems and solving problems. All over and over and over. Well, also inventing new things, yes. But as soon as you invent a new thing, there will be, you know, something that breaks. Immediately. Absolutely immediately. Okay, so what I want to do, I want to search the script to run, and then I just want to run it, okay? And running it should be super simple. I think it's 3 or 4 lines, and is, yes, the only yeah, I think we will have, I don't know if we want to have the caster defined, but I think yes. I mean, we need a target, right? So because, let me just check one thing. Let me just check. Fire. HP aim actor. I think we should have, yes, we should have actor defined. We need to have actor defined, right? Otherwise, Let me just do a quick search, but I think that's the way we do it. Yes. That's the way we do it, huh? Yes. It's as simple as this, boys. It's as simple as this. Okay. Well, that was easy. Okay. So we have our activate trap. Now, I think we will do the same. Now, this is the activation of the trap on usage, right? But definitely will be more complex when we look at activating and deactivating. I mean, searching and deactivating the trap, right? Okay, but anyway, let's do one step at a time, as usual. One step at a time. One step at a time. Boys! So we are recompiling. We are recompiling the server, boys. Recompiling. Just waiting recompilation. We added a new function on PS character, and so it's taking time for that because PS character is used by a lot of other function classes. And okay, succeeded. Okay, now that they recompiled, we can relaunch our editor, and now we can connect it. And now if we set fire damage as the script to run, and we properly pass it to this function, in theory, when we try to use the trapped object, it will trigger, okay? Now, we will not have any fancy effect, just because at the moment there is nothing scripted in the script, when the script is just doing damage, but we can add it later on and it's going to work perfectly. Because that's the system we use already for everything else. So it will not be an issue. So coming back here, we now have this activate trap, as you can see, which is this activate trap is what I defined here, right? Is this function. So we're gonna call this function when we triggered this. So now the script to run will be the script that we defined on our object, right? And wait. Let me get a bit more space just to... Okay. So we can organize things a bit better. Okay. Okay, so yeah, this print we don't need it at the moment. Okay, so this will activate the trap, and then if our object has this parameter, which is blocking usage, right? So if this is true, we are going to do nothing. If it's false, we are going to toggle. Well, actually, we can go probably here directly. Okay. We toggle the item. Okay, so in this case, it will already work as expected. With the only issue that we cannot disable the trap, but it's okay. So let's do this. Let's define in our level. Obviously, we need to open the level because these things are done directly into the map. Okay. And maybe in the future we can make it dynamic, so we can make it that traps are enabled and disabled based on game master capabilities. That's totally possible. Like a game master could set up the trap, or could remove the trap, or could set a different type of trap. We can do that anytime, it's not a problem. We can do that easy. So if we go here, we can define, for example, you know, that this one is under plane shift properties. We can define that wait, what? I didn't expose them. Ah, okay. Now, I was saying why they're not appearing is because I didn't expose them. You have to click on this eye icon if you want to see the variable outside of that actor. And in fact, now we see them. They are here. So we can say, yes, it is trapped, and no, is not blocking usage. Okay. Even if the usage of this one is doing nothing in this case, but let's say it's fine. No, let's do the opposite. Let's do it with the other one. This one is blocking usage. Okay, this one is blocking usage, so the level will not go down. And this one is trapped, but is not blocking usage. Okay. Yes, exactly. Okay, good. Okay, very good. So we can test this piece. I think it's pretty powerful. I think I need to document it a bit because otherwise I will forget how to do it. But I think it's pretty powerful. I think it's good. Waiting the server. We are testing on a very large level, so that's why. Well, in theory we could delete this map because we are using only this map. Yeah. I think I can delete it and we load in faster. Because we are not using the city at the moment. The dungeon is outside the city. Okay, so wait, I did show collision. I didn't want to do show collision. So if I trigger, so look at my health and also at the message that will appear. If I trigger this one without searching for traps or anything, you see, I get the message and I get the damage, right? And then we can have a particle effect of an explosion or something. But, and you see that the lever didn't activate, right? It didn't go down. On this one, I will still get the damage. I didn't. Why? What? On this one I did not get the damage, while on this one I did, but in theory they are identical, so I don't understand what is going. Now it's not working anymore. Okay. Why? I'm too far? No. What is going on? Ah! I think I know. Wait. I think I know. Maybe we blocked it before. No. I mean, why it worked the first time and now it's not working anymore? Is it because the is thinking that is actually activating and in reality is not? I mean, the request toggle should be the same. Toggle interactable actor, yes. Is trap true? Is trap blocking use? I don't know why it did the opposite. It did the opposite of what it should have done. I don't know. Is it because I switched true and false? I don't think so. Is the trap blocking use? If it's true, we do nothing. If it's false, we do the toggle, right? Is this target still valid? Yes, the target is still valid because it's coming from there. So I don't understand what is going on. Why? I mean, if I'm too far, it's telling me, right? You are too far. If I go closer and I trigger it, now it's doing nothing. Like if he's blocked, like if he's locked or something. But the client is functioning. Yes, the client is functioning properly. So it's not blocked. While this other, I mean, it's obvious that I inverted some things, but while this one is actually working, but it's not triggering the trap. What the fuck? I mean, how is possible? That is the opposite. How is possible? This one is trapped true, as the trapped script has fired damage, which is exactly identical to this guy. I can copy paste it again just to be sure, but... And this one has is trap blocking use false. Well, at least this one is correct because it's actually executing the toggle, but it's not triggering the script. I don't understand why. Like if the script can be triggered only once, I don't get it. Okay, let's try to understand if I mean, I think we go through this for sure because disable Disable direct interaction is also an interactable actor, right? Disable is false, right? Disable direct interaction is false. Linked actor is this guy. This one is also false. So I don't understand. I don't understand. Linked actor toggles. Okay, I already forgot what was one and what was the other. GG. Okay, let's put some printouts because it's the only way. I don't understand what is going on. I don't understand why. So I think we go through this for sure. We arrive here for sure. And we are checking if it's trapped or not, right? And we are doing it server. Let me see if the server is throwing any errors. No, it's not throwing any errors, so I don't get it. So we are checking if it's trapped. Okay, so let's put a print string. I don't have another way. So we say is trapped, and here we say is not trapped, and then here we say doesn't block. I mean blocks usage, and here we say doesn't block usage, right? Doesn't block usage. So we have all these freaking things. Now, when we go into do toggle, yeah, I need to close the game. Wait, the map was not saved, huh? The map was not saved. But let me delete the other map, because anyway we don't need it. And so we load in a bit faster. We don't load in a bit faster. I just need to check if this one is modified. No, it's not modified. Thank you. Great. Okay. The map was not saved, which is a bit weird, but okay, let's try again. Maybe it was just the fact that I didn't save the map and so it was loading wrong properties or something. But still the one on the left is blocked. I don't understand how it can be blocked. I mean, I don't understand how it doesn't work anymore. The only reason for it not to work anymore is if it's thinking that it's still animating. And in reality it's not animating, but we have a check. We have a check under Interactable Objects. We have a check under Interactable Level, which is this one, which is animating. I think I understand. We are calling it... Wait. Is animating... Well, but is animating should be server side as well. Server side only. Because do toggle is still server side. Yes. Because then everything replicates with a rep notify. So... No, I don't understand then why. I mean, it should work. The point is that it should be working fine. I don't understand why... Okay, let's test one at a time, okay? So this one triggers the trap and blocks usage. Okay, so I got the damage and it didn't trigger, right? It didn't go down. On the server side, I got eavesdropped and blocks usage. Okay, perfect. Now, if I do it again, it should still do it. You see, it's not doing it. The second time, it's not doing it. So we went again through eavesdropped and blocks usage, right? We went through that again. And if I do it again, we go through that again. So the only reason why it can stop is this is animating. That is animating for some reason is true. But I mean, who the hell set is animating to true? I mean, we set it here. We set it here. And then we set it back to false here. Ah! Okay. Okay, that's why. That's why. That's why. Okay, so this is set animating is in the wrong place. Because if we actually trigger, but we don't... Wait. If it's animating, we are triggering it, right? But no, we go through this. If this is false, I mean, the first time we set it to true. Because the do toggle, wait, I'm confused now. The do toggle is working only if blocks usage, right? If I block usage, I don't go through this. I don't do the do toggle. Right? And it's the do toggle that is setting the is animating is not animating. So if I never go through that, because we said that I go, we said, I mean, for sure is that variable, but I understand who is setting it. We say eavesdrop block usage, right? Eavesdrop block usage. So we go through this and we go through this. For sure we are not setting is animating here in any case. Right? We are not. We are setting is animating only here when we actually do the proper toggle, right? And we are setting it here. Then we rep notify. You mean that rep notify is not doing it on the server? No, I don't believe it. But we will see in a second. Rep notify is not doing it on the server by default. Oh my god. These are the tricks, you know, the tricks of Unreal Engine sometimes. I mean, that is the only reason. No, but if no, because if that doesn't do it on the server side, nothing else will work. All the levers will work only once. Also because we are not setting the state, so I don't understand why the hell. The problem is that now I'm finishing my time, boys, and so I need to go. But I think we made some progress, but we need to nail down this thing. We need to be sure that it's working as expected. I think it started to break now only because yesterday, before the triggering of the script, it was definitely working, right? We triggered that lever a million times, I guess. I hope. I don't know, maybe we only triggered it one time. But so okay, is trapped block usage. But you see that the second time is not triggering the script. Is it because he's losing my... The second time is not triggering the script. Wait a second, Maybe that script, that's something inside that is checking if... no. That script is just removing... HP, so it's a very simple script, so it's not doing anything specific. So it looks like the second time we are not passing through this. I don't understand. I mean, for sure we call activate trap, and for sure we call it with I mean, why it works only the first time? That is so strange. Why it works only the first time? There is a mystery. There is a complete mystery. There is a complete mystery. Because for sure it's calling this. I mean, 100% is calling this. 100%, because we print this, so we print this one, right? So it's going into this function. Oh no, I clicked. Okay, we launch another Visual Studio, but for sure it's going through that. I don't understand why the second time is not. Why the second time is not working? I mean, we can debug it, but it seems to be stupid to debug it, but we can try. I mean, we are going through that for sure, 100%, 100%. I don't understand what is going on, really. We can launch the server in debug mode, and then I need to go to bed, but... Hello, Fanner. I'm happy that is helping you somehow. Just do it. So we're launching the server in debug mode just to see if we go through this code, right? I mean, we have to. I mean, we have to go through this code, but for some reason it seems that it doesn't. So I'm trying to understand why this piece of code fails in executing a script the second time, right? Because the first time is executing it, but for some reason the second time is not. She's so strange. I mean, for sure there is a reason. I guess so. Just do it. I can put a you know, a voice on that. It's not a video game though, but will we solve the mystery? Will we solve the mystery, boys? Use. Activate trap. So the first time is going through, right? In fact, we get the message, we get the damage, and we get the chat message. Perfect. The second time, okay, we go through this, we run this, and so we run the script, but we don't get anything. What the fuck? What the hell is going on in this world? I mean, there is a reason for sure, but wait. Do you think it's this delete that is fucking up things? Fuck, because it's a pointer. Fuck me, why I did that delete? Yes, it's the delete, 100%. It's the delete, 100%. Boys, but that delete is a killer though. That delete is a killer. Wait a second, where did I copy it from? Where did I copy it from? I copied it from somewhere and there was the delete. 100% there was a delete. There was a delete script, right? Yeah. Wait, I think the same bug is somewhere else. Where was that delete? I have seen it. Nah, come on. There was delete script, I know. There was delete script. Because this one was a create. Okay. Good. My mistake. As usual. As usual, my mistake. But it's okay. Okay. So it's working. Okay. Forget about it. It's working. I would just had a delete, but I was actually deleting a pointer to something in Cache Manager, which you absolutely don't need to delete because it's the okay, so it was a bad copy paste. Fine. So now we will be working fine. And I think that now we have, so if this works, which I'm assuming it does, it means that we have our, this one we can close it. It means that we have the use and trigger traps on this one, because yes, I need to, actually this list, you know, needs to be expanded a bit, because it's not just detect and remove, but for each one we have use, detect and remove, because use is actually checking if the trap is there. So use, check and trigger trap, right? If it's used without disabling the trap, right? And this one as well, and this one as well, so it will be exactly the same. Well, it is not used, but it is like walk. Yeah, okay. On that one, I think I can probably No, sorry. I'm making a mess. So the uses here is not here, because here is not use. I mean, the use is that you walk on it. Right? It is the one on the ground. So use is basically walk on the trap. But so basically what we did is, let me just if he compiled, yes, he compiled. Let me just run it and we just test that everything is okay. So basically, if that works, what we did is this one, right? We did this one. So we have a way to declare if the trap is there. We have a way to declare which script to run, and we actually run the script on usage if you didn't disable the trap, right? So we start so much faster without a main map. So now I take damage and it doesn't trigger. I do it again, I take damage, you see, and it doesn't trigger. Okay, so it works. Here I take damage and it triggers. Here I take damage and it triggers. Okay, so it works as expected. We just did fucking delete. Was that freaking delete? Was that freaking delete? Would be nice. Okay, I can add just do it. I don't know if it's copyrighted, or I can say it myself, you know. I can say it, just do it myself. Okay, so we did this one. Now tomorrow we need to do the others, and I think we will start with this one. So we will do this and this, and then the trap will not be trapped anymore. I mean, the lever will not be trapped anymore, and so we will be able to use it without taking damage. Okay. And then we will go to this one and then this one, right? Okay. So guys, I'm gonna go. Will be nice if you click on follow on Twitch. Just click the button. And if you can click the button of subscribe on YouTube as well. We are trying to reach 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. And we are at less than 900, I think. So we're still a bit far, but maybe we can. And also, if you want to support the game, you can go to patreon.com/planeshift, where you can access the alpha of the game on Patreon, and you can see some new videos that I'm posting sometimes with new stuff. And yeah, see you tomorrow, I guess. Do we want to raid someone? We can try. Yesterday raid, the guy just went to bed like 1 second before I left. Let me see if there is some Unreal Engine here. Real Engine. Stream overlay game dev. Okay, we can raid this guy, I guess. Student game art showcase. People are playing. Software game development.
You're gonna get.
Yeah, seems she's developing something. Seems to be interesting, by the way. Okay, let's raid this guy or this girl. I don't know. Hopefully it's not gonna disconnect like the previous one. Disconnected like immediately. As soon as I tried to raid, they disconnected. Okay, good. So if you want to raid with me, just go to Twitch here on Twitch TV/PlaneShift, and we are gonna raid someone. Meanwhile, have a good night. See you tomorrow. Bye bye, and have fun. Have fun. Ba-da-da-da-da.